Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over another premium hard question in the database category that I just solved on my own. So I'm really glad that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any help. And let me show you how I did it. So this one is called average salary departments versus company. And yep, let's dig into it. So this one's a little bit longer than usual. So um, so basically, we want to find the comparison result of the average salary of employees in a department to the company's average salary. So let's just break this down step by step because this one did take me kind of a while to solve on my own. So they want you to return the result table in any order, so it doesn't matter. The ordering makes our life a little easier. So let's first try to understand what the question is asking. So basically, in March, you have this, and this because, first of all, we're looking at the actual month and the year. So that's the combination for particularly in March of 17 because I think the years are all the same. And then the average for February of 2017 would be 768 divided by 3, so 8333. So let's go ahead and first get the payment dates and try to find the average salary of each month. So let's call this D is default dictive type list. And let's just say for I, S in enumerate salary, pay date. Let's go ahead and first of all, this is a date time data type, so we have to say string of s dot split of 0, and then that just gives us the pretty version of it. So now we can say d of current. We want to append the amount itself because we're going to sum up all the amounts in the list and then divide it by the length of the list. So salary of amount of I. Let's go ahead and loop through our dictionary after we finish, and let's print this to see what we get. Cool. So in March of 17, we should have an average salary of 9,000 plus 6,000 plus 10,000 divided by 3. So let's make another dictionary called average, and that's just going to hold the averages. So say current average is just going to be sum of dk divided by the length of dk because that's the definition of the average. So current A, and let's print average. Cool. So now we have the key to compare to, and now comes the hard part. So we have to find basically for each employee. If you look at the examples here, it says that for each department, so we want to look for that. So we have to basically go through all the department IDs and categorize the salaries. And it gets confusing here because department ID and employee ID, because we have to also keep track of the months. So let me see here. So for IE, I think we're supposed to loop through employee, department ID, because this is going to link to this, which is going to link to this. So there's going to be a nested loop here where, so we currently have the department ID, and so let's call this EID, which would just be employee of, so the mapping employee ID of I. And so now we have that. We can look for this inside of salary. So for I, S in enumerate salary of employee ID. So if this current is equal to the EID we found before, now we have to basically get the average. So just because we have the average doesn't mean we're done, because if you can see here, the department ID of 2 has 8,000 because you have 6 and 10. Wait, no, the average salary department 2. Six and 10. 6,000 plus 10,000. Where's that coming from? Oh, okay. I guess we're just looking at this then. So that is going to be compared to this, obviously, but wondering where that's coming from. Oh, okay. So I think we have to get the department ID first, which is what this is. So let's go ahead and print the salary. So let's call this current salary is salary of amount of I. So let's print the current salary and also the EID, so the department or the employee ID, I think. Okay. So basically now we have to say, so we're not done yet, right? Because for the current, let's print the month as well. Okay, so let's just not get ourselves confused here. Employee or, sorry, salary of pay date of I. And that's just going to be a nasty one. So let's call this PD is string of salary pay date of I. And then obviously dot split index 0. So let's call this PD. Okay, so now you can see that because the month and then the ID itself has to be different, right? So what we're going to do is call this calculate, whatever you want to call it, default dict of type list, because we're going to find the average again. So calculate of combination of this and this. So PD of EID. And so that is just going to be, well, we only care about the month. So, well, let's do this first. And we want to append the current salary. And then let's print calc. Okay, cool. So now we can find, wait, what's going on? Okay, so for C and calc, let's print C and calc C. Okay, so for example, this is supposed to be for, so month 3 of 1 is higher because this is bigger than this. And then, so this is where it gets a bit confusing. Per month 2 department ID is 1. This is supposed to be the same. Okay, cool. So I guess we're referring back to this here. Cool. So we can just say our target is just going to be average of whatever the date is, so C of 0. So now we can just say current, or just want to give this a name, we can say sum of calc C divided by length of calc C. So if CC is equal to target, then let's make an answer. We can say answer.append. So we want this, and then this higher or lower. So if it's bigger, then we can say C of 0, C of 1, and then higher. LFCC is equal to target, answer.append the date, the ID, and then same. Otherwise, it has to be lower, so answer.append C0, C of 1, and then lower. Okay, so let's print answer. Cool. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we don't have 6 here. So what's the problem? So okay, so this is a no, it's not. 228, 229. So we want the combination of, because this is right, this is right, and then 2, 2. Why is this lower though when it's supposed to be same? Okay, so it's supposed to be the same. It's lower. Sum of calc C divided by, so PD ID. Why is this? This is weird. This is not right though, because let's print calc. So as you can see, 6,000 plus 10,000, but that's not even getting inside of it. So maybe we should just do, because we only care about the month. Why is it 6,000 and 10,000 is not it though? Okay, let's actually print PD, EID, and cursal. So EID, why don't we just do it like this instead? Scalar variable. String of this. But why is this not, what? Wait, no. Okay. PDEID. Oh. Okay, cool. So that's what we need. 6,000. Why is this still not Department 2? Average of Department 2. What? Salary, employee ID. Oh. Yes, employee ID. EID, yep. Current salary is amount of I. Okay. Two is 6,000 plus 10,000. 6,000 plus 10,000. Department 2. Oh. Okay. Guess we have to filter by the department ID. So if it's equal to, well, let's, I think I got this a little messed up. Department ID. This is fine. We got this part, but the average salary of Department 1 versus the average salary of Department 2. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and say, let's go ahead and just get the departments instead. So let's say calc of E dot append. So now we can iterate over I, S, and enumerate salary. Well, EID is still the same thing. Employee ID of I. And then for I, S, and enumerate salary, employee ID. If EID is equal to S, then we can append salary of amount of I. Print calc. Nope, not quite. 2 and 3. Looks like we're not supposed to have duplicates. This is not correct. No. Wait, it's equal to S. Let's print EID. Let's print the department ID and EID. Right, so 2. So anything with department 2 and 3 is supposed to go. I guess we also have to print EID and then also salary of pay date of I. Take this. Okay, so now Now we can just say E of EID. I hope. No, we care about the pay date in this one. Nope. Why are we doing it like this? PDEID.append. PD and EID. We only care about the employee ID. Why do we have the department ID? That's irrelevant. And then let's also print the salary. Wait, what am I doing? Amount of I. Okay, so we should segregate by this. Department 2. Why are we saying salary, our salary department 2 is... Oh, so we do care about the department ID. Department 2, though. In March. Oh, we're looking at March. Okay. So the department. And then let's look at. So department 2 in March. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Okay. So E of -3. Okay, cool. Right? So, okay, so 9,000. So in March, for example. Okay, cool. All right, now that we have what we need, we can go through calc, right? So we can say current average. Did I already use that? Nope. It's good. Is equal to sum of calc C divided by the length of calc C. So the average of this, right? So there's 3 pieces of information here. First of all, the month, and then the department ID together, and then also the amount. All right, so now we have to basically say, okay, so if, let's print C and calc C. So if the average is equal to, because this has to be looked up inside of here. Might cause some problems. Let's print average again. Okay, cool. Awesome. So now that makes our life easier because we can just say if, so the target now is supposed to be average of calc C of, wait, no, just average of C of 1, right? Because it's just this. So let's print target. Okay, now we can just compare. So if current average is bigger than target, then we obviously have to append bigger. So answer dot append C1. So the date and then department ID C0, and then higher. Otherwise, if it's equal to target, answer dot append C1, C0, same. Otherwise, lower. Cool. Great. Now we have our answer basically ready to go. So 1, 2, 3. 3 columns for A and answer. 1.append A0. 2.append A1. 3.append A2. Data frame, pay month. 1. Department ID. 2. Comparison. 3. And then just return it. Okay, run this. pd.dataframe. What is going on? Did I already declare results? String object. Result. Why is this? Hard time understanding why this is wrong. Pandas is PD, yep. What is going on? Why is this not? String object has no attribute data frame. Yeah, data frame. What's going on? This is really weird. What? pd.dataframe, yep. What is going on? The hell? Huh? One. What is going on with this shit? Am I smoking something? I don't know why this is saying string object has no attribute data frame. Can we not make life so difficult? So, okay. is going on? Am I smoking crack, or is just compiler messed up? I don't know which one it is. Oh my god. Give me a break. String object has no attribute data frame. Why? What are you talking about? All right, we just define a data frame and then we return it. That's usually how it works, no? Pandas.data frame. Okay, I guess something wasn't imported maybe. Anyways, pay month is equal to 1. Department ID is equal to 2. Comparison is equal to 3. Okay, submit it. And there you go, passes all test cases. Again, really glad that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any assistance and solve it on my own, even though it was quite a struggle and gave me quite a workout, I guess. So, yep, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.